Okay, so in the last video, we looked at validating our page size, and sort parameters. So let's go back to our handler. So let's close this and let's update our list schools handler. And so keep in mind that we need to create a validator, and we need to pass in the allowed values that the user can use to sort by. All right, so let's do that. So we left off here, input that filters that sort. Okay, so what we want to do here is to actually add the values that can be sorted, that the user can use to sort. So I'm going to have specify the allowed sort values. Okay, and of course that's not that difficult. We'll just say input that filters that sort list. Okay, and how we're going to provide is the values. So we're going to have string, and in curly brace we're going to have the allowed values. So we're going to have ID. The user can use ID. The client can use name. The client can use level. Okay, let's leave it as these three. But we can also do by descending order. So minus ID, minus name, and minus level. Okay, so these are the 6 allowed values for sorting. Okay, so we already have our validator. Let's now check to see if there were any validation rules that failed. And so if you recall, all I need to do here, I need to check to see if there are entries in the errors map. And to do that, I'm going to simply say if data that validate filters, okay, and I'm going to pass in v, and I'm going to pass in filters. So input that filters, right? And I put my semicolon, and then of course I check. So I call the method. If it returns false or true, right, then I know what to do. So here, all I'm saying is, if there is something in the errors map, then I will need to send this JSON failed validation response. All right, so that's it. That's all we need to do. And so now we can go and test this to ensure that our validator for the filter values actually work. So let's run our server, and let me open a new terminal, and let me put in values that I know will give us incorrect results. So I will put my quotes, right? Localhost 4000 v1 schools question mark, and the first query parameter will be page. Let's put 0, and page size, let's put -1, and sort by, let's just say bar. Okay, All right, so none of these are correct. They should fail all validation checks. So let's see if that's the case. Okay, so it tells me pH must be greater than 0. PH size must be greater than 0. And sort invalid sort value. Let's put pH to be 5 or 500,000. And pH size, let's say, is 200. Okay, so must be a maximum of 1000, must be a maximum of 100. All right, let's change this to name. Okay, that's valid. Okay, so we're going to get back the one for page and the one for page size. Great, so it works. And so I will leave this here. Let me quickly do a commit. Added validation for the filters. Page size, and sort. All right, that looks good. All right, and we have our commit. So I will see you in the next lesson where we will jump to actually getting back a JSON response which contains the list of schools. All right, and so after we have that done, then we will actually specify the filters on that list to be able to get the ones that the client wants specifically. So it is a gradual process, but we will eventually get there. For now, we just want to return all the schools without any filters. So I'll see you in the next video.